At first, no one heard it. The security guards barely blinked, the cameras flashed, and the line of fans curled around the block. But the man at the table, crisp suit, sharp jawline, every inch the billionaire genius he was famed to be, slowly raised his eyes. Elijah Cross, CEO of a trillion-dollar tech empire, best-selling author, Forbes Man of the Year, and now, staring into the eyes of a child who looked like she didn't belong in the pristine marble of the Manhattan bookstore. She couldn't have been more than 9. Small frame, threadbare hoodie, shoes 2 sizes too big. But her eyes, bold, brown, and unflinching, held as like a mirror. He blinked. "I'm sorry, what did you say?" The girl stepped closer, holding a battered copy of his newest memoir, From Nothing to Everything. "You forgot to put mommy in," she repeated. "You said you wrote about everyone who helped you, but you forgot her." Murmurs rippled through the line. Cameras slowly pivoted. Elijah's fingers tightened on his pen. His PR manager leaned in, whispering, "Security?" He shook his head. "No. Let her speak." The girl cleared her throat, shoulders rising. "My name is Mia. My mommy, she's Clara Rivers. You worked with her at Baxter's Diner, years ago, before you got your big break." Elijah stared at her, heart thudding. That name. Clara. She used to say you'd come in after your night shifts, tired and broke. She gave you free pie sometimes. Let you study at the back table even when the manager got mad. She said you were the nicest customer she ever had. Now the whispers grew louder. Phones were out. Someone on Twitter was already typing. "She always cheered for you. Even when we got evicted. Even when the books came out and your face was everywhere, but our fridge was empty. She said, that boy will remember one day." Mia opened the book, flipping to a page with trembling hands. "But she's not in here." Elijah's world spun. The diner. The woman with tired eyes but the warmest smile. Coffee always refilled without asking. Her laughter, always louder than the radio. "Clara." His voice cracked. "Where is she now?" Mia swallowed. "She passed away last winter. Heart failure. We couldn't afford everything." Silence. Then a chair scraped back. Elijah stood. The air in the room changed, like a storm had stopped mid-sky. He stepped around the table and knelt before the girl. "I'm so sorry," he whispered. "You're right. I forgot. And I never should have." She blinked. "Does that mean you'll put her in?" He nodded, voice thick. "Not just in the book. Everywhere." And he meant it. That night, the story went viral. #YouForgotMommy trended worldwide. But more than that, Elijah rewrote the memoir's next edition, dedicating an entire chapter to Clara Rivers and the quiet army of invisible kindness that lifted him. He set up the Clara Foundation, funding housing and health care for single mothers. He paid off the medical debt Mia didn't even know they had. And every year, on the date he first stepped into Baxter's Diner, Elijah would sit at a worn booth he had restored, order apple pie, and leave a $10,000 tip in Clara's name. Because sometimes, the richest men forget the hands that fed them.